So let's talk about President Biden and his response. Friday, he indicated, I'm staying in this race. He had a few speeches. Today, the New York Times reported that he told a close ally he's reportedly weighing whether he should stay in the race. The White House pushed back and said that is not the case. He has a George Stephanopoulos interview this weekend. Part of it's coming out Friday, the rest on Sunday. What do you think is going on in his head? Do you think he's planning to stay in?
He's fighting for his life. He's fighting for his political life right now. And I think he's doing what his advisors are telling him he should be doing in order to assuage, voters' concerns and party members' concerns and show everyone he can do this. I think that they're doing it wrong. I think that going out immediately and putting him up with only teleprompters, gives people something to say. Oh, yeah, he's fine on a teleprompter, but like, what about when he's not on a teleprompter? I think being in these very scripted settings is problematic and not doing enough to assuage voters' concerns. And sitting down with George Stephanopoulos, who I personally have a tremendous amount of respect for as a journalist and as a former public servant, I'm not the right choice. Because number one, it's a pre-taped interview, which is going to allow those who want to spin conspiracy theories about what was left on the cutting room floor to spin those conspiracy theories. And two, he's a former top aide to President Clinton. And so he's someone that I think the right and the middle could be convinced is not, the most unbiased person to be doing this particular important interview. And so I think, just to answer your first question, Joe Biden is fighting for his political life. He's got the governors, a meeting with the governors, Democratic governors today to try to keep them on the reservation. He's working the phones with congressional leadership, and he is doing everything he can to stay exactly where he is. And the question is, will it be enough?
And do you think it will be enough?
On this trajectory, no. I don't think it will be enough. If something happens, if they start doing things a little bit differently, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he can be very convincing publicly. Maybe he has enough goodwill garnered where he can get people to hold off. But I think if you see a couple more polls coming out, if the New York Times Siena drops later today, for example, or tomorrow, and shows, their last poll, Trump was up 3. If it shows that Trump is up 5, Trump is up 6, Trump is up 7, I think you're going to see the house of cards come falling down. This is going to be a numbers game.